Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
They win the final game 5-2 to remain the baseball champions of the world. The Yankees, with this 9-0 crusher, have won their 17th World Series. The Yankees again are world champions. The Yankees win their 21st World Series.
The Yankees are champions of baseball.
Ball game over. World Series over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
The Yankees are back on top. World champions for the 27th time.
Welcome back, Yankee fan. This is the Chase for 28 podcast. This is episode 111. My name is Chris, and I'm joined by the Podcast Padre. No September call-ups on this podcast. What's going on, Pop?
No September call-ups. Just Yarborough was activated, and did they activate? What's his name? Slater, whatever his name is.
Here's what I do know: they did not call up Spencer Jones. What is this organization doing?
They want the right-handed bat. They don't want to be overly left-handed. Which, as we said last week, you'll gladly take 25 guys that can bat left-handed.
I want him playing. I want him up. He has been raking all season.
No, he hasn't. They said he's now been slumping.
You know why? Because they didn't call him up.
Oh, the poor baby. But see, back in the old days, they called up everybody and their brother.
Yes.
So back in the old days, they would have called him up and a whole bunch of other people. But it's not the old days anymore.
They should have called him up. He should be up here.
They should have just made their limits on how many pitchers you could bring up, because that used to be ridiculous. There were like 15 guys in the outfield, in the bullpen.
Well, that was because you didn't have all the limits on facing a minimum of 3 batters.
Yeah.
So that led to a multitude of pitching changes in the month of September.
Yeah, and still, though, I mean, even with 3 batters, you had 15 guys out there. So 3 batters, new pitcher, 3 batters, new pitcher. They should have just restricted how many pitchers you could bring up, and only calling up like 2 fielders, that's a little bit of a big limit. So I don't know. They didn't ask me, so it was out of my hands.
It was. I just wanted to verbalize my frustration and displeasure with the decision-making process.
Yeah. Oh, well. Move on.
Okay. All right. So why don't we start with our trivia question from last episode?
Okay. So Alex chime in?
Did Alex chime in? Let me go over to the text message. Let's see. By the way, shout out, Alex had a birthday.
Oh, okay.
His birthday was Thursday, so happy birthday to Alex.
Happy birthday. Many more?
Yes. And let's see. He did.
Okay.
Here's his trivia response. Because the question was, what was the question? Refresh.
The question was, who were the 3 Yankees to hit grand slams in one game, which is a major league record, 3 grand slams by a team in one game.
And that was way back in 2011, if I'm not mistaken.
2011, an afternoon, rainy, cloudy day, because I remember watching it.
Yes. So Alex's answer, Rodriguez, A-Rod.
Okay.
The Grandy Man, Curtis Granderson.
Okay.
And Mark Teixeira.
Okay. So we're going to give Alex a grade of 33%.
Okay.
Yep. He got the Grandy Man. He is one of the people.
Now, he also had another comment, and
Okay.
I want to make sure I put this in here, but I have my finger on one of the other buttons on my mixer here.
Okay.
So he wrote Teixeira.
Right.
Right, which is not the correct answer. But Mark
Correct.
Teixeira was in the news recently.
Yes. I sent that to you. You saw that.
Yes. Alex saw that in the news as well. And his comment was, Teixeira, that guy. Put that in the pod. I put it in the pod, Alex.
You want to let the listeners who don't know what the news is?
Mark Teixeira is going to be running for Congress in the state of Texas.
Yes.
And Mark Teixeira has come out as one who, and we're not making this a political episode.
That's right.
Mark Teixeira is a Republican, And Mark
Correct.
Teixeira supports and believes in the ideals of our current president.
So he is 100% MAGA.
Yes.
All right. And we will leave it at that because this is not a political podcast.
That's right. Okay, so who were the other two players besides Curtis Granderson to hit grand slams in that game?
All right. Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Robinson Cano. And catcher, Martin. What was his first name?
Russell.
Russell Martin. Yep, those were the three. Okay.
Awesome.
Major league record.
Yes.
All right.
All right. The Yankees are currently 78-63. They are in second place in the AL East. They are 4 games behind the Toronto Blue Jays, who they are currently in a series with, who they lost the first game of that series to.
Right.
So this was a big weekend.
Yep.
Because it's a 3-game series. They could have been tied for first place at the end of the weekend.
Tied.
Now the best they can do is be 1 game back come Monday. All right. Since our last episode, they are 4-3.
Should I correct your math?
Go ahead.
How many games back are they?
4.
If they win the next 2, how many games back are they?
2.
Yeah, not 1.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
That was that. I maybe I said it and you didn't hear me, but if they had swept Toronto this weekend, they would have been 1 game back.
Right.
Yes.
No. If they had swept Toronto, they would have been tied.
That's right.
Keep talking. I'll keep correcting you. Don't worry about it. I got your back.
All right. Thanks, Padre. They went 3-1 against the White Sox. Would have been nice to sweep, but hey, 3-1.
Yep. 3-1.
They went 2-1 in Houston.
Yes.
And they should have swept that series.
They should have.
So, Padre, why don't you take it away?
Okay. Now, at first glance, knowing you or the listening audience, I might think that you're saying, okay, those 4 runs that Houston scored to go up, 8-4. Devin Williams blew it again.
Yes.
Okay.
Why is he on this team?
All right, be quiet. I watched the replay, and I'm sorry. He was squeezed by the umpire. That umpire I'm not going to talk about the whole series with the umpires, but that umpire for those calls that he made that made the first 2 of the 4 runs get in, that umpire, those were terrible calls. They really were. And then Boone coming out and getting thrown out. Now, granted, the last threw, what was it, a balk and a wild pitch? I don't care about them, but the whole thing, getting it all set up, those were terrible calls by the umpire. And then at the end, when after Bellinger hit the 3-run homer that they were down by 1,
yeah,
and then he called out Chisholm on a called 3rd strike, based on the other calls he made against Williams that there were balls. Calling that pitch strike 3 on Chisholm, just forget about it. I think it's like, who was it that said, maybe Boone coming out and yelling and screaming that umpires make it get personal. All right. Now we're going to get even with you. You pissed me off coming out here and arguing, and guess what, Chisholm, strike 3, sit down.
Do you ever remember in your years of watching Major League Baseball? Over this year, last year, more than ever, really, where umpires seem to be playing a significant role in games with the calls, missed calls.
Yeah.
Watching the game the other was yesterday with McMahon at 3rd.
Yeah.
With the line drive, they went to instant replay and still got it wrong with the transfer.
Yeah. I know, but that wasn't yesterday's game. That was the last game in Houston.
Yes.
And what is it? An infield play is not reviewable, but an outfield play is? No,
they reviewed it and they went to the replay. And
they did review it. I thought they couldn't review it.
And on the broadcast, they slow it down. Clearly the glove closes, because at first they were thinking, oh, was it that the ball hit the ground and it wasn't caught in the air? No, it's clearly caught in the air. And then they said he dropped it, but it was on the transfer.
And yet, what you just described, if you're going for a double play, they will call the runner out at second base that, let's say, the second baseman or the shortstop caught the ball, and on the transfer to make the throw, that's where they botched it, but the runner is out at second, and then, you dropped it on the transfer. But yet now on that one, you're saying, yeah, he caught it, but on the transfer, he dropped it, so it's a hit. That makes no sense. That's a double standard.
Well, no. The guy who hit the ball was safe. They said it wasn't a catch.
And you remember who hit the ball, don't you?
No.
Altuve.
Yes.
It had to be Altuve. But again, I mean, they're saying he didn't catch it. It was nonsense. He caught the ball. He was bringing it up, and it popped out. Nonsense. Luckily, though, that was Thursday's game. They won. It made the game interesting at the end. Bases were loaded and whatnot. But
yes.
Well, let's see. That was a little stupid because what was it? You had a 12 or 13 minute delay, and you got your pitcher standing on the mound, not throwing. That was stupid to make the relief pitcher be standing there, losing his concentration and his spontaneity, and now all of a sudden he's got to come back in, and you almost blew the game, Boone. Good move. Yes,
yeah, and then that was not the end of umpiring issues. We had a little bat gate as well.
Oh, yeah. After the guy gets a hit, I want his bat checked, and it gets confiscated. He still got the hit, and he's still on base.
Yeah, and if you knew something, it was an inconsequential outcome of the at-bat. If you hit a home run, sure, then go get the bat.
You do it before the guy, when he comes up to the plate, before you throw a pitch to him. Look at his bat. Not after he got a hit. What good did that do? That's like the old days. You don't remember the old story about George Brett with the pine tar?
No, that came up. We've all seen the replays.
Yeah, now, I'll give you a little bit of history.
Go ahead.
The day that happened, when you was an itty-bitty baby, I took you out for a walk in your stroller. And when I came back, your mother still left the game on, and she told me what happened. But, I mean, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have seen the replay and whatnot, where they were taking the bat out, and they said after he hit the home run, they were saying the home run didn't count. And George Brett came out. He looked like he was going to strangle the umpire.
Yeah.
That was real. But again, the same thing. Just leave it with this year, the other day. If you're going to make them look at the bat or anything else, you do it before the guy hits, not after he hits. What if he hit a home run? All right, yeah, his bat was no good. Still counts, still a home run. So what are you going to do? Let's say they find something that's actually wrong with the bat.
Yeah.
What do? They find the guy?
Didn't the Yankees...
What's the penalty?
So with the George Brett thing, didn't they played the game under protest, and didn't they come back and finish it, and the Royals wound up winning the game anyway at a later date?
Yeah. They came back almost 2 months later, and then it was a case of when they played the game, there were people on the Royals who couldn't play for some reason. I don't remember if it was like maybe the relief pitcher had pitched like the last 2 days and he wasn't available. When they came back to play it, now everybody and their brother was available to play. So it was like a totally different game.
Did they replay the whole game, or did they just pick it up?
No, they picked it up from that point.
Okay.
They picked it up from that point. And for some reason, I may be wrong on this, I think Don Mattingly had to go play center field. Something like that. Whatever.
Interesting.
But not nonsense. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Here's a little article. Hold on. Oh, let me just do a keyword search for Mattingly on this page. That's easier. There you go. The silent protest apparently came in the form of the lineup he put on the field. Martin decided to play his rookie first baseman / outfielder, Don Mattingly, a left-handed fielder and hitter at second base.
Second base, okay.
And his all-star left-handed pitcher, Ron Guidry, in center field.
Guidry, all right. Guidry went to center field. Yep.
Mattingly said, quote, "I didn't know why it was that I had to be at second," said Mattingly, who would just go on to become one of the greatest players of the decade. "I don't know if it was just Billy thumbing his nose at the league or what."
Yeah.
And he said he wasn't nervous. He was pretty confident playing second base.
Yeah. Later on in his career, he played third base in real games.
Yes. That was August 29th, 1986. He starts at double play at third base.
Yeah. The man was good. Too bad his back went.
Yeah.
He would have been a Hall of Famer, definitely.
I think one day he'll get in.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about a guy that like averaged like 30, 35 home runs and 120, 130 RBIs. The man was amazing.
Yes. Now we're
Hence
going to get
the
an
name.
email from the Cousini because he also loves Don Mattingly.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
But no email this week, cousin.
No.
All right. What is your feeling about this Yankee team as we head into the month of September, right? We're 1 week in. We've got 2 more games against the Blue Jays. We can go over their schedule for the rest of this month, but what's your feeling?
Well, I heard earlier this week where when the Yankees were 3 games out, instead of talking about what they needed to do against every team, it was just brought up, all you need to do is win, or I think they had gotten it down to 2 games out. All you need to do is win 3 more games than Toronto from here to the end of the season. Forget about what you do against everybody else. Just win 3 more games than Toronto till the end of the year. And I was like, you're absolutely correct. It doesn't matter what you do against. Now they're playing at that point. They had to go play Houston. They had to go play Toronto. They got to play Detroit. It doesn't matter what you do against all of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
Win 3 more games than Toronto from now till the end of the season. Makes perfect sense. So theoretically, they could lose today. They could lose tomorrow. In the end, if they ended up from last week's point to the end of the season with 3 more wins than Toronto, they're first place.
That's right. Would you like to, so real quick, let's look at both of their schedules. All right. So after Toronto, the Yankees have a 3-game series versus Detroit.
And that's at the stadium, right?
That's at home.
Okay.
Then they go on the road, 3 in Boston,
Right.
3 in Minnesota.
But that's it. That 3-game series next week in Boston ends that tough 12-game stretch.
Yes. Which was Houston, Toronto, Detroit, and Boston.
Right.
Okay. Then they go to Minnesota for 3.
Right.
In Baltimore for 4.
Right.
Then they are at home for the White Sox for 3.
White Sox. Right.
And they finish the season at home with the Orioles for 3.
Right. So that's the easy part of their schedule, that last part, starting with Minnesota. You're talking about 4 teams that are below 500. Now, are they going to sweep them? We know the Yankees, they're going to lose a game here or there. But again, it's just a case of, all right, you said you're going to look at Toronto. What has Toronto got after this series?
Toronto, they are at home, 3 against Houston.
All right, tough series.
3 against the Orioles at home.
All right, below 500.
Then they are on the road, 4 games in Tampa.
Tampa closing in on maybe the 3rd wild card spot, so they're playing for a reason.
On the road in Kansas City for 3.
Looking for the 3rd wild card spot, playing for a reason.
At home for 3 against Boston.
Again, playing for a reason.
And they finish the season at home for 3 against Tampa Bay.
Maybe still looking for a wild card spot. So they're playing against teams that, have a reason to play hard. All right, that's good.
So based on what you shared about just winning 3 more games than Toronto, it's if they do what they should do, they can do that.
Yes.
Toronto has a tougher September schedule.
Yes, they do. They do. Hopefully these other teams stay in contention for that 3rd spot and they come out and, they put their best pitchers out there and the starting. Well, they're in the same position as the Yankees. They only had 2 call-ups, so they got to play their main players.
Yeah.
But, it's not like I'm just going through the motions. I'm playing like, I could be that 3rd wild card team. So hopefully.
And let's take a look at those wild card standings as we look at it today. The Yankees are the number 1 wild card. Boston is in the 2nd spot. Seattle is in the 3rd.
And
Texas is a half a game out of the 3rd.
Right.
Kansas City is a game out. Tampa Bay is 2 games out.
Yeah, they're right there. They are right there. Whole bunch of teams.
I mean, in theory, Baltimore is 8 games out of a wild card spot. But that's a large ask.
Yeah, definitely.
And as you look at the Yankee schedule, having 7 against the Orioles are not going to roll over. They play the Yankees tough.
Yes, they will. They will. Like I said, those last games, the Yankees are not gonna sweep all those teams. This is the Yankees. We know they're going to lose. They're going to lose some of those games. It's inevitable.
I mean, best case scenario. Here's best case. Sweep the Twins, go 3-1 in that 4-game set against Baltimore, sweep the White Sox, and then go 2-1 in that final home series against Baltimore.
Yeah. Yep.
But they could just as easily go 2-1 against the Twins, split the series against Baltimore. Would it surprise you if they lose the series to the White Sox?
Nothing this team does would surprise me. Absolutely nothing. I will go back. Wait. I wanted to ask a question since you have these things up. What is Houston's record comparing to the Yankees? Do they basically have the same record?
Houston right now is 77-65. The Yankees are 78-63. So the Yankees have a better record than Houston.
So the Yankees have a better record. I'm just asking that because Detroit's got the best record, but if the Yankees get to first place, the two first place teams with the best record get a bye in that first round. So if the Yankees can get to first place, the Tigers and the Yankees would have that bye.
Yes. Right now it would be Toronto and Detroit.
That would be tremendous. Then
actually, wait, time out. No. Toronto
what?
has the best record in the American League.
No, I'm saying if the Yankees get to first place.
Oh, yeah.
So if the Yankees get to first place, them in Detroit would have the bye. And then let's say Toronto is the first wild card team. How do they do it? The first wild card team plays the second wild card team, and then the third wild card team plays the other division winner, which would be Houston.
Yes.
Okay. Do they still have it where can you play it if it's the third wild card team and the division winner? If you're in the same division, you can play each other?
Let me look at last year's. Actually, hold on. This is the playoff picture if the postseason started today.
Okay.
If it started today, Seattle would play Houston. They're in the same division.
Okay, so there you go.
And Boston would play New York. Winner would play Toronto.
Okay, but there's the answer. The third wild card team is playing the division winner in the same division.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is odd because if the playoffs started today and you look at the National League side, the Phillies and the Brewers would get the bye.
Right.
You'd have Mets, Dodgers, and Padres, Cubs.
The Dodgers are
They're third right now.
Oh, really? So I haven't noticed. So the Phillies have a better record than the Dodgers?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Okay. Gee, money can't buy everything, I guess.
No, it can't. Yeah. Milwaukee 1, Philly 2, LA 3, Cubs 4, Padres 5, and the Mets are 6.
All right. Ready? Your news blast. We just got a text message.
We did.
The Cousini wants to know when the episode is going to drop.
We're recording it as your message came in. It will.
We're hurrying. We're hurrying.
It's coming. It's coming. That's funny.
If I get another text message from Kellen, then all bets are off.
Actually, wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. This is going to make the recording because why not? Let's have fun. Hey, what's going on, Cousini? You are live on the podcast with the Padre and cousin Chris.
Oh, right now. Great,
yeah, we're recording it right now.
Right now.
Okay.
We just got your text.
Sounds fantastic. Can I get a couple of whatnots?
How about why not?
Okay.
So just so you know, prior to this piece of the episode where you're on it now, we talked a little bit about Don Mattingly, right. So you like that.
Oh, God bless. Yes.
We did the trivia. You got a guess for the trivia this week? Did you know any of the guys who hit the Grand Slam?
I did. I sent that to you. I think I got it spot on.
Oh yeah, he did. He got it right. Yeah.
I remember seeing the game.
Yes. Well, we're recording differently now, so I'm doing it on my phone, so I can't look at your email. But yes, he did get it right. You did.
Okay.
Right.
Any thoughts on the Yankees September while we got you here with us?
They simply are just. There was a stat, and I'm gonna not do it justice, but there was a stat somewhere in one of the games that I was watching that they are one of the worst teams in terms of games after. I think it's games after the seventh inning they've lost, and they're like at the bottom of the league. I would say, American and national, and it's a question of making the right choices at the right time. That makes it shows itself over the course of a season that you're losing games at the end of after the seventh inning when you can't make the right strategical moves and set yourself up for the end of the game. And I think that's where they've been horrible this year.
Yeah. I happen to hear that same stat. They are one of the worst teams after the seventh inning. Devin Williams.
Well, and listen, it's easy to beat up on Devin Williams, but it's not all him. I mean, he's had flashes where he's shown why they got him in the first place, and then there's times where I just think strategically the game is 9 innings long, so and listen, it's not an easy game as far as now I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but you got to look at the game as a whole. A whole series of decisions that build on each other. And I just think that Boone sometimes gets lost in, I don't know. I think they get to the end of the game and I'm like, what are you doing? This is just, I don't know. It's frustrating as a Yankee.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. I agree. It's not all on Williams. Weaver's blown it and other pitchers have come in and blown it, but it's just like,
right. Luke Weaver actually came in the game I was watching the other night. He came in and he just blew it. It's just, I can't remember specifically what it was, but they continually start off batters with 2-0 counts, and then you're fighting. Then you have to come over the plate. You've got to get and a major league hitter is going to look for the ball, and be able to hit it. And it's just, I don't know what, I don't know where the answer is. Again, that's if we had all the answers, there wouldn't be a need for a podcast. But
hey,
we'd be coaching the team.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to put you guys out of a job. I know you guys make tons of money off it.
Yeah, then the podcast would just be The Chase.
Yeah.
Clever.
Oh,
yes.
Well.
All right. Well, the show will come your way probably by 1:00, so you get everything that happened before and everything that happens after.
And after.
So thanks for.
I'm terribly. I'm terribly upset that they lost last night. So.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Jim in Allentown, everybody.
There's a podcast first. Live.
Yes. New things can always happen. I love technology.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think we've said it all. But all right, who we got pitching today? Is today Heel?
Heel. Let's see. Starting pitcher today: Heel versus Bassett.
Bassett. Okay, Bassett. When he left the Mets, I wondered why the Yankees didn't go after him. He gives you innings. He gives you good innings. I don't know why they never actually went after him.
And he's not having a bad year this year. He's 11-7. ERA is a little high, a little over 4. 154 strikeouts, 1.33 WHIP, 46 walks.
Yeah. Hopefully after today his ERA is over 5.
Yeah.
But we'll see. All right. And so if Heel's going today, then tomorrow would be... We're not up to free yet, are we?
I don't think so.
Who would be tomorrow?
It doesn't show it on the site.
Yeah. All right. But hey, you notice Rodón is got 16 wins. Fried has 15 wins. We got 2 guys that are going to get real close to 20 wins for the season. Rodón can actually get there. He's got 4 more starts, maybe 5.
And based on what we talked about, he's probably pitching against teams the Yankees should win. So he might be a 20-game winner this year.
Might be a 20-game winner. Hey, does that count for Cy Young votes?
I'm sure he'll get some votes. I'm sure Max Fried will also get some votes.
Yeah, but I'm sure that lefty from Boston's going to get some votes. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right. Do you have a trivia question for today as we wrap up this episode?
I have a trivia question. Hopefully, I don't think I gave this one yet. Okay, ready? Who is the Yankees' all-time RBI leader, and how many?
All right. Who's the Yankee all-time RBI leader and how many? Before we end this episode, I do want to apologize to Kellen. Kellen did send in another voicemail, but based on how we're recording this episode, I don't have the ability to mix it in. So I will, if it's still relevant, I will include it next time.
I will pass this. I remember quoting Kellen's message to us.
Okay.
And it's sad to say his favorite current player is Anthony Volpe.
In the words of the immortal Chris Russo, he stinks!
Yeah, sorry, Kellen. At this point,
Maybe he's not still his favorite.
No, well, as of a week ago, he was.
It's because he had a good week against the Chicago White Sox, where we still had errors. But anyway.
Hey, if 10 years from now, Anthony Volpe is still playing shortstop for the Yankees,
we got a big freaking problem.
Then, as an immortal man once said, that would be the greatest comeback since Lazarus.
If he's still playing shortstop, I want to know what happened to George Lombard Jr.
Exactly. Exactly. Although, I will say this: I had dinner with Campy last night.
Okay,
he's been to Patriots games. He's seen Lombard play.
Yeah,
and he said he looks like he needs a bit more seasoning down there. It's like they got him swinging, trying to hit home runs. I don't know what they're doing to these kids.
Well,
Make
you mentioned last week that it's all about the launch angle and the exit velocity, and
yeah. Oh, well, no, that was a National League executive who went to a Yankee camp, and he said they're telling the pitchers throw as hard as you can, and the batters swing as hard as you can.
Yeah,
make contact. Oh my God!
All right. So as we wrap this up, if you are going out to the game today, as we're recording this, enjoy your Yankee Ryder Cup Cap Day giveaway. Get there now.
Right.
And tomorrow is CC Sabathia Replica Hall of Fame Plaque Day. So I'm sure that'll be a big popular one. And maybe I'll look to get one of those on eBay. Maybe I could trade my hat for a plaque.
There you go.
All right. We will be back next Friday, September 12th. They will have finished this series against the Blue Jays and the Tigers, and they will be in Boston as we record the episode. If you want to get us a voicemail or anything like that, you can go to chasefor28.com/voicemail. You can send us an email. The email is feedback@chasefor28.com. And you got the trivia question. Send those answers in. Send your questions. Send your thoughts on Yankee baseball, and we'll be happy to bring them to you on the next episode. He is the Podcast Padre. I'm Chris. Thank you to SeatGeek. chasefor28.com/SeatGeek. Promo code SeatGeek. Save $20 off your first order. And we will be back next week. See ya.
Let's go, Judge.